You know the one. They call on a Saturday morning asking about your R4.5 million listing in Houghton. They want to know everything. Room sizes, fiber availability. Is the pool heated? You spend 25 minutes on the phone. You follow up twice. You spend a Sunday afternoon driving them through the property. And then you find out they haven't even spoken to a bank yet. No pre-approval, no deposit, no timeline, just vibes. Every agent has a version of this story. And most agents are losing more than 11 hours a week. Here's the industry reality. The average site visit to sale conversion rate in South African residential real estate sits around 12%. That means for every 10 viewings you conduct, you're closing just over 1. Now, some of that is unavoidable. Buyers compare, markets shift. But a significant portion of that, 88%, it's unqualified leads who should never have made it to a viewing. The solution isn't to show fewer properties, it's to show the right properties. And that starts before the agent ever picks up the phone. Here's what a Cynopce AI voice agent does the moment a lead calls in. Within the first 60 seconds of the conversation, it works through a set of qualification questions. Naturally, conversationally, without making the caller feel interrogated. First, it establishes financial readiness. Not with, "Are you pre-approved?" which can feel abrupt, but with something like, "Have you had a chance to speak with a bond originator yet?" To make sure we match you with the right properties. A motivated, serious buyer answers this easily and positively. A window shopper hesitates, and that hesitation is data. Second, it identifies chain risk. Do you currently own a property that needs to sell first before you can proceed with a purchase? This single question tells your agent whether they're dealing with a clean cash or bond deal, or a contingency situation that could collapse a sale 3 months in. Third, it establishes urgency. When are you ideally looking to move? Someone saying, "Within 60 days," is a hot lead. Someone saying, "Oh, maybe end of year, we're just having a look," is exactly the window shopper you need to identify early. Fourth, it quietly confirms budget alignment. The listing you called about is priced at R4.5 million. Is that in line with the range you're currently exploring? Simple, polite. Eliminates the most expensive mismatch in real estate, showing a property to someone who can't afford it. Once the call ends, the AI doesn't just log a name and number, it sends your agent a complete lead profile. Bond status, selling situation, timeline, budget alignment, sentiment score, and a recommended next action. Callback, book viewing, or nurture for later. Your agent doesn't start from zero. They walk into every conversation knowing exactly who they're dealing with and exactly what that lead needs. That's not a small efficiency gain. That's a complete transformation of how your team spends their time. When you stop sending unqualified leads to viewings, your site visit to sale rate doesn't just improve marginally. Agencies using AI pre-qualification are moving from 12% to north of 30%. Think about what that means in practice. The same number of viewings, 2.5 times the closed deals, not because your agent suddenly got better at selling, because they stopped wasting energy on leads that were never going to close. Think about your top performer. If she's spending 11 hours a week chasing cold leads and conducting dead-end viewings, that's 11 hours she's not spending on mandates. And relationships that actually compound into commission. Pre-qualification isn't about making the sales process feel robotic. It's about protecting the time of the people your business depends on most. In 2026, the agencies winning in South African real estate aren't the ones with the most leads. They're the ones who qualify faster, filter smarter, and make sure every hour their agents spend is an hour that counts. Cynopce AI Agents pre-qualify every lead automatically before your team picks up the phone. Book a live demo and see the qualification flow in action on a real call. Your best agents deserve better leads. Let's make that happen.